After that, it became 6, and then after that, it became 7. The trouble with the increase in appropriations in allocation was what Senator Gibona said. The release is conditional. The release depends on who is the sponsor of the addition. But insofar as impact on legislation, on the General Appropriations Act, there is a very clear impact. But now that we are monitoring, PG cited that instance where Congress approved 400 million more for the treatment of TB and 200 million for autoclaves, which is to disinfect hospital equipment. And we know the connection between hospitals and the death, infant mortality, and the women's mortality. How much is 400 million? 400 million is just the forefather of 2 senators. How much is 200 million? It's just the forefather of 3 congressmen. But it is not released. So there is still so much work to be done. If we stop, I don't know, I'm 70 years old, I'm not stopping. You are 17, you're already stopped. This is a long haul, and for as long as I'm able to speak, and for as long as I'm able to read, for as long as I have people like you listening, I don't see any reason why we should stop. Former Secretary of Education and others. And as early as the 80s, 70s, we already introduced performance auditing. We already introduced post-auditing. The thing is, and this is true in many other things in our society, we have a lot of laws and a lot of procedures, all of them very good. And our partners, 2 of them are here, have been spending billions and billions of dollars for expenditure management, for expenditure reform, etc. But there are no results. The thing is to implement and to do. Thank you.
As far as the CCP, I would have preferred that we scale up. So from 5 billion, let's make it 10 billion, 10 billion, then 15, and so forth and so on, so that we can put the mechanisms, see what goes wrong, put the corrective mechanisms to prevent leakages. However, it seems that the administration has put a lot of its bets on the CCP. And then we got all out. So let's take a look. The SWD has come on record saying that they have enough safeguards. Only experience will tell. But again, I would have preferred a scalability. Simply because it's something like we're starting to look like a welfare state when I don't think we can afford to be a welfare state, really. Secondly, I would have preferred that we spent the money on health. On PhilHealth, so that more people would, so that anybody who gets sick can avail of the right to health services. Thank you. And there is a present program called Kalahi Seeds. They go to the community, they make a discussion in the community and say, what are your problems? Let's discuss it. What do you need? What will be the solutions to these problems? And then, when the community, after discussion, comes up with a solution, then it's funded by the government. This is also under the BSWB. And experience has shown that some of the Kalahi Seeds, successful Kalahi Seeds projects have been quite economically liberating for the communities. So I think we should give equal importance to the Kalahi Seeds project. As to the issue of just waiting, I don't think I can be more eloquent in the way Ma'am Liling talked about it. We shouldn't just wait, we should work at it. As far as accountability, ulitin ko po, no? It's very, very important that we have a uniform accounting system of all government agencies, national and local. That's the only way you can compare apples to apples, orange to oranges, di ba? Lalo-lalo na sa local level, it's a mess. It's really a mess. And because it's a mess, accountability can go out the window. Naalala ko yung isang LGU magpa-party daw sila, nag-party sila dahil February 14, Valentine's. Tinanong nung one of the accountants kay Mayor, Boss, saan natin i-charge itong pang-party natin sa Valentine's? Sabi ng Mayor, di ba may Valentine's, may kinalaman sa kababaihan yun. They charge natin sa GAD, yung Gender and Development Fund. We have the uniform definition of accounts, the uniform chart of accounts for better accountability. That would go a long way.
I always believe that the most sustainable type of development is human development. The indicators for these are life expectancy or health, and literacy or education. So health and education would have been the better investments than CCPs. And of course, as minority, everyone knew the stand of the minority. We did not approve that part of the budget, and we were very vocal about that part of the budget. And I think that we were already bound anyway, regardless of my personal opinion on CCPs. Our government is bound to CCPs for, I think, 5 years. I think it was 5 years. So it would have been better, as Senator Genbona said, to have an incremental approach to releasing CCPs. What other better way to do that but to follow the alternative budget of Professor Briones? That was exactly what I used when I interpolated on that particular part of the budget, and I completely agree with her. And question on the alternative budget not being adopted or accepted in the previous years. Well, try until we succeed, diba? So that's it.
Thank you so much for all these contributions.
Yeah, and as much as we want to continue this open forum, time is running out. So maybe if you have still questions to our panelists, maybe you can approach them right after the forum. Right?
So now we would like to thank all of you for helping us to enrich this conversation on this most important issue, and we reiterate our gratitude to our dear reactors, as well as our speaker, for their wonderful and substantive contribution.
Now to formally end this Pera ng Taumbayan para sa Taumbayan lecture, let us now listen to the closing remarks to be delivered by the Executive Director of the Philippine Social Science Council. And so welcome, Dr. Grace Hamlin.
I promise you this is not going to be long. I'd like to personally thank you, ma'am, for inviting me to say the closing remarks. I don't know for what reason. Maybe because I'm at the Philippine Social Science Council, but I felt very honored, as most of us were, I'm sure, honored, because you did the personal task of inviting us. As you can see, the people who were invited here, the organizations that were invited here, were personally invited by them. And I think this afternoon was a great afternoon of both a good conversation as well as of good music. Marami pong salamat sa MCC. It reflects the multifaceted character of our honored, how do I call it? An honored model of integrity, as well as somebody, an icon of public service. And, diba? Especially for the young people here,
inspired. Thank you for the inspiration coming from all of you. Senator Lingona, the passion with which you share and you're calling on us to understand the budgeting process, as well as calling for a language that everyone could understand. Thank you. We well-deserved vote from all of us for doing this as your advocacy. And also, my dear, you are so beautiful. And you are also so brilliant. I was at the Youth Congress, and I saw how the young people who listen to you really adore you. A very good model of somebody who does her homework and love his country very dearly. Yes, you are in the minority, and I'm glad that you are representing them. To all of our guests who are very good MCs, and to all of you for being around and honoring all of us as well with our presence. Ma'am, you have inspired me a great deal in your life. Thank you for the pictures when you were young. Maganda pa lang legs mo kaysa kay Union Defense of Manjama when you were... She is my model, she is my mother, as she is to all of us. Not only is she beautiful, she sings very well, and she gives us a model of somebody who advocates but remains happy. Right? Your social artistry is amazing, and thank you, and we honor you, and thank you for ennobling us by your person. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Thank you so much, Dr. Grace Haman, for your short, sweet, and inspiring message.
And again, we would like to thank everyone from all the participating groups who came to this lecture. Your participation in this event is not only a success of the organizers, but as well as a triumph of our solidarity and unity, and being always aware with factual situations that affect all of us and even the future generations.
We would also like to thank the NCPAG administration and the faculty for their support, the NCPAG Alumni Association, and UNDP.
The practice of administrative leadership and service NCPAG, Social Watch, and KAAKBAY. And finally, we want to thank again all of you for being part of this momentous occasion. And reminders, certificates of appearance will be given as soon as we exit this venue. And the PowerPoint presentation of the lecture of Professor Diliman will be emailed to all of you. Okay?
Now, ladies and gentlemen, may we invite you all to join us in paying tribute to the University of the Philippines as we sing the UP-NCPAG to be led by Mr. Prince Nagpala.
Please all rise. Thank you, Grace Pera.
So this has been Professor Leonor Magtolis
And this has been Jules Gia, and thank you for being part of
Pera ng Taumbayan.
Para sa Taumbayan, a public lecture on citizen participation in public finance.
Thank you everyone for coming.
Paglingkuran ang sambayanan.